Welcome to Rain Organica's Share the Glow program. So in this, you'll hear all about how it's possible for you to make passive income while promoting Rain Organica skincare to your favorite boutiques. And this can be as easy as setting up a blind date. This isn't about pushing the sale. This isn't about MLM. This isn't about all of the ooey gooey yucky crap that is sales. This is more presenting a brand you love in a boutique that you love to make the perfect connection. All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to share my screen. And we have, of course, a PowerPoint slide. All right, so what does the Share the Glow program look like? Well, it looks like this. For every wholesale account that you introduce to Rain Organica, you'll receive 10% back on every order that is placed. So this begins with the first order. It continues with the second order, the 10th order, the 100th order. Basically, for the lifetime of that account, you receive 10% back. And that 10% is based on the retail price of the product, not on any special wholesale discounts that that wholesaler gets or that boutique gets, or any special volume discounts that they may get. So trying to keep this part of it as transparent as possible. There's no question on your end about, well, why did that reflect less this time than it did last time? If it reflects a difference, it's just a difference in how much the boutique orders, not a difference in how much you are receiving and in what you are receiving that value on. In other words, if it's 10% of whatever the retail price is, that is what's going back in your pocket. Now, how does this work? Well, basically, as soon as a wholesale account signs on that you bring in, of course, this part of it is, hey, wholesale account, how'd you hear about us? Hey, boutique, how'd you hear about us? Oh, I heard about you through Anna, or I heard about you through Maria, or whoever it may be. And then great. So I go in and I create basically an affiliate account or an affiliate portal account for you and send you all the details about your login information, your password, all that kind of jam and jazz. And you are able to log in and track how many orders are brought in through you directly through all the referrals that you make, and then also see your commissions as a result of those. And then on a quarterly basis, this is give or take. Quarterly doesn't necessarily look like March 31st or June 30th or September 30th or even December 31st in my book. It looks a little fluid. On a quarterly-ish basis, you'll receive a payout for the commissions that you've brought in sales over that time. It's really as easy as that. And typically those payouts are made by PayPal. Zelle may be an option, and there's a couple of other options. A lot of this depends on which affiliate portal I'm using at the time. And like everything else in my life, I tend to move and change those on an as needed basis. So here's what this looks like. You may be wondering, well, is this really worth my while? Here's just what this could look like with one boutique. All right. If one boutique were to buy 3 sets of the essentials, which of course is Rain Organica's cleanser, toner, and First Light Day and Night Lotion, that's $112 retail price per set. Now, this corresponds to $33.60 back to you. So that is 10%, 3 times 112 equals whatever that price is. Can't do that high on the math. 336. So then should be able to do that math, right? Because this is 10% of it. So then 3360 will go back to you. Likewise, if that boutique buys 3 sets of the cleanser alone, you'll receive 1320 back. At the end of the day, you may be looking at these numbers and going, well, that's not really worth it. That's not really worth it at all. I mean, I'm not gonna, this is like an accounting error, right? Yeah, that's true. If that boutique just orders once, it is kind of like just an accounting error. This is an extra maybe cup or 2 cups of specialty coffee, and that's it. But what if that wholesale account, that boutique loves Rain Organica? What if it can't keep enough product on the shelf? What if just 100 people purchase Rain Organica products from this boutique, become avid fans of it, and return for more? So if that were the case, and they were only buying 3 of these a year, which you use the products, most of these do not last for 4 months. You're having to restock after 2 to 3 months on most of these with a regular use. Then what we're looking at is just 100 people returning as avid buyers 3 times a year instead of 4 to 6 times a year. And then we're looking at some real money. From one boutique, that could easily be over 3 grand if they're buying the essentials. It could easily be over 1,000 if they just fall in love with Leave No Trace cleanser. And that cleanser has a cult following. Several Rain Organica clients who've found Rain Organica by other means return for this cleanser religiously. So imagine that in any boutique that you introduced me to. All of a sudden, we're talking real money just for one boutique. Now, how do you know if a boutique is right or not? Well, just imagine where you would think of Rain Organica being. Like, it's definitely not the thrift store brand or the catch-all store. At the same end, it's not the super posh store next to Gucci on Fifth Avenue. I'm assuming there is one. So we're kind of somewhere in the middle. Rain Organica products sell best at stores where there is a concierge, for lack of a better word, where there's someone to greet you and guide you through the products. Now, what you will get as part of this is access to this set of slides, and then also an overview of the facial care products, overview of the essential line, what the cleanser, the toner, and First Light Day and Night Lotion do in terms of skin needs. And chances are high, if you've been on the newsletter receiving the newsletter for a while, chances are high that you've heard me talk about skin's 6 needs. So these are the 6 needs, and this is how the cleanser, the toner, and the day and night lotion, and here I mean First Light, meet those needs. And then we take a look at all face care. So you'll get this. This is a great table. This is a great thing to drop off for any potential wholesale client to give a really solid overview of what each of the 6 face care products do and what their intent is. And then, of course, there's product recommendations based on skin concern. And this really helps to give anyone a solid overview of which products work best for their skin needs and which products they're going to be happiest with, which at the end of the day, that's what builds loyal clients. And that's what builds people who love the brand and return for more. All right. In addition to each of that, there is a breakdown slide for each and every product in the face care line with at least 1, if not 2, testimonials for the product. So you'll get that for each one. This also covers the highlights for that product. So again, you'll get this as its own slide deck. You are free to print it out, use it as you feel necessary for any potential boutique that you introduce Rain Organica to. And it really is as simple as that. All right. With that, if you have any additional questions, you know where to reach me. I am always at hey@rainorganica.com.